If you want to be even more overpowered in the endgame, you are in the right place. You will learn 15 of the most powerful upgrades that you can afford to miss, so you can be even more overpowered and dominate the game as early as possible. Today's lineup is packed with the best daily driver features in the game, like the Demenissian Chainsaw. The Demenissian Chainsaw is one of the non-negotiable upgrades in the game, a tool that will allow you to gather timbers in the most efficient and quickest way possible. Think about it as a counterpart of the mining drill, since not only does this chainsaw cuts logs instantly, but it allows you to gather timbers automatically, saving you a lot of time in the process. Just like the old vault's logging axe, the Demenissian Chainsaw offers logging quality upscale, which will allow the player to produce flawless timbers and gives 30% additional logs as a bonus. Get the Demenissian Chainsaw by heading to Dewhaven Keep, located in the southwestern section of Delesia. Keep in mind that you will be able to start researching in Dewhaven after reaching Chapter 11 of the main story, precisely after completing the Strange Manor main mission. Find researcher Heinrich inside the keep, and just like that, he will request a single piece of diamond for his research to unlock the Dewhaven research permanently. And your goal here is to progress the research until you've unlocked the movement conversion mechanism. This research will allow you to send the dispatch to Steel Pike Armory and produce the Demenissian Chainsaw. Unka players will find him useless without the Kuku rocket pack. This jetpack will allow Unka to basically glide like his counterparts. But the main difference here is the vertical flight, which I really want for my other characters. You can unlock the Kuku rocket pack in Chapter 8 onwards by progressing the Fire Breathing Pack quest in Peilun, located south of the main town. Grimnir's assistant will give you the Kuku rocket pack's recipe that will allow you to unlock Unka's flight skill, and of course to craft the jetpack itself. The Kuku rocket pack requires basic materials of iron and copper ores, a Kuku pack, and cogwheels. The Kuku pack's blueprint can be obtained in the Sanctum of Penitence, located southeast of Hernand near the Unicorn's Cliffs. Liberate the area and the cult followers and start solving the area's puzzle. Solving the simple puzzle will let you activate the Abyss machinery and reward you with the Kuku pack blueprint. A generic backpack is required, and we can easily do so by heading to Toastmate's Tannery in Hernand. You can find almost every kind of generic backpack in this location, and I suggest stealing multiple packs in here for later use. While cogwheels, on the other hand, are easy to farm. The Abyss Nexus, located in the letter I landmark of Delesia, is a good starting point for this material. The area surrounding Marnie's Mech Works is swarming with the small to large mechs, so getting the cogwheels will be a breeze. Once you have all of the materials, craft the Kuku rocket pack, but we are still not done yet. Unlock the Gorthak Ironworks research facility, located in Sargon Tank Works, west of the main factory. Progressing the tree and unlocking the machine parts research will give you access to vertical flight, so you can enjoy your seamless getaway around Pywell. And if you are getting value so far, subscribe to the channel. Liking the video and engaging in the comments helps me more than you can imagine. Or consider supporting us on Patreon or by becoming a channel member today, and I appreciate your support. The Abyssal Dragon Armor will give your Black Star a significant visual upgrade, along with great additional stats for more survivability, giving your dragon this Iron Man feels. Unlocking this upgrade is a different story though, since you need to unlock and liberate all 16 sanctums in the game, meaning this will also require you to find and unlock all 5 witches in the game. To help you get through this, I've linked my previous video in the description covering all of the witches' location in the game, so you can start tracking down the sanctums. When completing all of the sanctums, each of the sanctums corresponding witch will give you their stones. Complete the Protector of the Abyss side quest by finding White Crow in Wayward Woods Witch's hideout. A huge tree in this location with a door is where you need to be. Access the door and slot all of the witch's stone you gathered through your journey to unlock the said door. White Crow will welcome you and congratulate you on completing the whole questline and reward you with the Abyssal Fusion or the Dragon Armor blueprint. The main component of the Abyssal Fusion is the small Kuku A tag. You can get the blueprint by completing Chapter 10, and the key side quest is the new design side quest in Delesia. Head to Sargon Tank Works and find Marek in the area. He will give you the blueprint of the small Kuku A tag, and crafting the small Kuku A tag on the other hand will require you basic materials such as a Kuku pot, an Abyss cell, 5 cogwheels, and small batteries. The small batteries can be obtained from the same machines that I asked you to farm about minutes ago, so there is a high chance you already have these materials ready. While you can't miss Gold Star's component since it is a major boss drop in Chapter 11. Get a lot of Aesarian scale by heading to the Serpent Shrine located southeast of Delicia. The shrine is littered with Aesarian scales as you can see, and getting multiple of these is highly suggested since you will be using this a lot for your other upgrades. While the core of Recipe Sense is a power core that drops from any abyss creatures in the map, and Witchwood is the fastest access to the said creatures. What you can do here is save your game before farming the big mossy creatures in the area. So if the enemies don't drop the core of Recipe Sense, you can load your save and try again until the right core drops. Craft the Abyssal Fusion and complete the final quest of the witches and unlock the badass dragon armor that you worked so hard to get. The key factor for us to have an unlimited amount of camp resources is having hundreds of Mecha Workers. These Mecha Workers, or the Grey Zeros, can be your main workforce instead of sending your actual Grey main workers to do the job for you. Unlocking Mecha Workers is non-negotiable since it will allow you to run the best and most expensive dispatch missions in the game without running out of resources, and give you passive and unlimited Abyss artifacts and gold bars in the long run. Unlock your Mecha Workers by heading back to Dewhaven Keep Research Facility, which we've already unlocked if you are following this guide. Your goal here is to progress the research until you've unlocked the Chaya Research. This research will allow you to send a dispatch to Marnie's Mechworks after liberating the area from enemies, and create Mecha Workers from this point forward. Follow the exact dispatch build that I have here to produce Mecha Workers without losing resources aside from copper. Copper is easy to come by if you just donate your silver directly to your camp, and we all know that money is not an issue in this game. You will be getting a lot of Mecha Workers in no time, and more Mecha Workers means the more dispatch you can complete, granting you unlimited camp resources, passive Abyss artifacts, and gold bars. The Bordig Ruins dispatch is one of your unlocked priorities in the endgame. You already know how to craft an unlimited amount of Mecha Workers, so you are now ready to farm gold bars passively through this specific dispatch. To unlock the Bordig Ruins dispatch, you need to progress through the Sage of the Desert, Redweed Merchant Guild, Muikun Outlaws, and finally, the Lord of Unclaimed Lands faction quest. I am showing you the key side quests under the Lord of the Unclaimed Lands for a better understanding of the path. The Master of the Wetland side quest is the key mission that will unlock the Bordig Ruins dispatch. This will lead you to Bordig Ruins south of Crimson Desert, where you need to track the mini-boss Ravok. The highlighted area in here is where the boss usually roams around. Track and beat the boss twice to liberate Bordig Ruins, so you can now send your workers to farm gold bars passively. The Timeworn Ruins dispatch works hand in hand with Bordig Ruins, allowing you to get Abyss artifacts passively. The Timeworn Ruins mission is a major factor in making the best Abyss artifact farming work, so you don't want to miss out on this one. Of course, you need to unlock the Timeworn Ruins first, located in the southern section of Crimson Desert. Liberate the area and repel the Knight of Fortune and you are set. Follow the specific setup that I have here when running Bordig and Timeworn Ruins combined, and you can run these missions indefinitely without losing resources. You can totally see here that the lineup can battle the cost of both major dispatch missions, allowing you to gain Abyss artifacts and gold bars passively without limits. We still have a handful of accessories to get in the game, and the Seal of the Pitch Black Darkness is one of them, giving your build 3 raw attack stat, level 3 attack speed, and stamina regen 8% at max upgrade. Get this ring by progressing the faction quest Antumbra's Order in the region of Peilun. You need to liberate all 16 sanctums and defeat all of the bosses required in this quest. If you are following the guide so far and have already unlocked the dragon's armor, you're pretty much done cleansing all of the sanctums and key bosses anyways. At the end of this side quest, the Archon of Antumbra will be unlocked and will lead you to the Cloister of Ruination located in the western portion of Peilun. Ator himself is waiting for you in the Cloister of Ruination, so settle the score with the Archon and get the Seal of the Pitch Black Darkness at the end of the fight, with the Darkbringer sword and Ator's armor set as bonuses. Karanda's necklace can give your build 5 raw attack stat, level 3 critical rate which is nice, and 0.4 spirit regen per second. Remember that we do have 3 characters to build, so we need to gather as many good accessories as we can. The western court near the town of Demeniss hides this good necklace, and if you progress the House of Elimor faction quest, the Half Moon Reaper boss is guarding this area. And of course, you need to defeat this boss so you can explore the area freely. Progressing the quest is not really required, it's just that I need to tell you what is possibly waiting for you. Enter the manor and there's a pathway on your left with a secret ladder on it, leading you to the location of the key strong box in this area. Follow the puzzle solution in here and take your time moving each piece of the image. Solve the puzzle, open the box, and snag Karanda's necklace. Another critical necklace entering the spotlight is the Crossroad Necklace. This accessory is packed with a very nice 7 raw attack stat, 5 raw defense, level 3 critical rate, and 0.1 spirit regen per second. I don't really use the necklace's special ability, but for the fat stats it provides. Get this incredible necklace by progressing the Payload Militia faction quest until you've unlocked the Blooded Path mission. This quest will lead you to the southeastern section of Paylun and requires you to defeat the Bloodwalker mini-boss. The Blue Fang guards will notice your hard work and will reward you with a Crossroad Necklace for your efforts. I've already covered the majority of the best armor sets in the game, and most of them can be obtained relatively early or in the mid-game progress. We still have remaining armor sets to cover, like the Tariv Clothing Set for example. This is not necessarily an endgame set, but I figured out that I should toss this on the list because of the insane value it provides. This leather armor set provides 49 defense in total and level 3 attack speed. This is a leather set, so the level 4 movement speed is expected with a level 3 ice resistance bonus on the other hand, and have 7 sockets to play with. The Tariv Cloth gloves are the MVP in here, giving you a significant level 3 attack speed. For those who don't know, the attack speed increase applied from the gloves affects the player's build globally, not like the critical rate bonuses that only applies to unarmed attacks. Get the Tariv clothing set fast by heading to the town of Tariv, located in the northern section of Demeniss. Head to the local clothing shop and make sure to increase the trust meter of the shop owner, Elise, so she can sell you all of the Tariv cloth pieces. The Lightning Bolt Plate Armor Set can give your build 71 total defense, level 2 attack speed, lightning resistance level 7 which is expected, daze immunity, and 5 sockets for customization. If you want to look like an ancient thunder god while exploring the world of Pywell, this set is for you. Not only that, the Lightning Bolt Plate Armor Set is hands down one of the top tier armor pieces in the game because you can upgrade this armor piece to Kuku Lightning Resistant Armor. The Kuku Lightning Resistant Armor can give your build 38 raw defense, a whopping level 3 attack speed, level 10 lightning resistance, and 1 socket to play with. In case you are wondering why the other Kuku upgrades are absent from this list, all Kuku items will be covered in a separate video, since objectively, these are the absolute best equipment in the entire game. Get the Lightning Bolt Plate Helm in the Forest Heart, located in the northernmost part of Paylun. In this location, you will find a tent with a sinkhole in it. Drop down to the hole and open the chest to get the helm and move forward. The Lightning Bolt Plate Gloves can be found in the Sanctum of Exaltation, in the region of Silver Wolf Mountain. From the entrance of the Sanctum, reach the upper innermost section of the area until you find an entrance barricaded with iron spear. Lighting both of the braziers near the entrance will release the said barricades, so you can get the Lightning Bolt Plate Gloves inside the previously locked area. As expected, the Lightning Bolt Plate Armor needs the majority of your efforts. You need to progress the Paylun Militia faction quest and clear the Skoghorn and Longleaf Tribe missions with it. The Star Clan is the one we need, as this quest will eventually lead you to the Fallen God quest. You will be toe-to-toe with the Thunder God Titan in an exciting match. Defeating this guy will give you his Reckoning Spear, which is a nice bonus, and the Lightning Bolt Plate Armor of course. Unlocking the Lightning Plate Boots is rather particular, since you need to get the Ring of Lightning first. Get this ring by heading to the Silver Wolf Mountain region, and the Whisperleaf Fortress is the location where we need to be. At the backside of the fortress, which looks like a storage area, notice that there's a tombstone that you can use your Force Palm to access the hidden room below you. Access the ladder, and another puzzle is waiting for you in this secret room, which is a strong box. Solve this puzzle by pressing the upper leftmost component, then pressing the lower leftmost component. And finally, unlock the strong box by pressing the upper rightmost component. Get the box inside the mechanism to get the Ring of Lightning. Head to the Witchberry's hideout in the northern section of Paylun. Glide your way to her interesting hideout and make sure that the Ring of Lightning is equipped. Access Berry Shop and the Lightning Plate Boots should be available for you to purchase. If the Lightning Plate Boots are not appearing on her wares, save your game in her hideout and then reload your save. This should make the boots appear so you can snag them and complete the set. Just like the armor set, the majority of the best weapons can be acquired in a mid-game progress, which I covered already aside from the Kuku weapons of course. But the Gustav Musket is perfect for your upcoming range build, a unique musket that can give your build 38 raw attack stat, a good level 1 critical rate, and 5 sockets to play with. Get the Gustav Musket by progressing the faction quest Sage of the Desert, Redwind Merchant Guild, Moikun Outlaws, and Lords of the Unclaimed Lands. The Dust Songs is the key quest that we need for this weapon, and this quest will lead you to Isvato Fortress, a full area that you need to liberate, and then later on defeat a boss fight. Entering the inner section of the fortress will lock you into a boss fight with Samara, who specializes in ranged weapons. Pretty easy fight to be honest, just use your nature snare counters to reflect all of the projectiles and go from there. Defeating this huntress will give you the Gustav Musket, which is perfect for your range builds later on. Unarmed martial arts players would love to get their hands on the Champion's Gloves. Not only will these gloves can give you a huge visual upgrade, but they can also bring enemies to their deaths faster than lightning. These gloves can give you 35 raw attack stat, 19 defense, and level 2 critical rate, which is perfect for unarmed martial arts. But the banger here is the lightning damage infused on each strike, making it even more stronger. And not to mention that your lightning attacks have a relatively short cooldown. The Showstopper Abyss gear on the other hand makes the damage even more ideal, giving you this mid-size AoE seismic attack that deals additional damage on top of your lightning punches. The test that you are seeing in here was done in Resonate difficulty, and the Champion's Gloves have 0 upgrade. Get the Champion's Glove by completing one of the earliest quests in Tommaso, the Bone Pit. This side quest will require you to participate in Tommaso's fighting ring, and beating the champion of Tommaso, Buscan, will give you the shining Champion's Plate Gloves. The Awakened Spirit is one of the unique and top-tier halberds in the game that is not only strikingly beautiful but can also hit like an absolute freight train, giving your build 36 raw attack stat, a whopping level 3 critical rate, and 5 sockets to play with. But the banger here is the Judgment of the Soul Abyss gear, which is one of the top tier gears in the game. What this gear does is it sends the Forgotten General charging at enemies, dealing significant damage to targets. The Judgment of the Soul activation is tied to spear counters, but when you slot this gear to a one-handed sword for example, you will have a very potent range attack. All the tests that you are seeing right now was made under the Resonate difficulty, plus the spear is not even upgraded. Get these top tier upgrades by progressing the majority of Pelus Militia quests, along with the Bagan Tribe, Skoghorn, Longleaf, and the Star Clan. The Executioners of Justice is the one that you need to start under the Odek Tribe faction quest. All of these straightforward quests will require liberating the village of Odek. After completing the Executioners of Justice quest, head to the exact location on the screen right now to trigger the optional Guardian Tomb side quest. Speak to the Odek's villager and she will lead you to the Odek Ruins, located in the northwestern section of Peilun. Interacting with the Forgotten General's halberd inside the ruins will let you challenge the Forgotten General, which in my opinion provides a challenge, so make sure to come prepared. Defeating the Forgotten General will reward you with the Odek's Protector set, which I already covered, and the shiny Awakened Spirit. The Electro Mecha Longsword is one of the strongest weapons in the entire game. This beast is packed with absolute damage and crowd control capabilities that melt almost any targets in seconds. At max upgrade, this weapon gives your build 43 raw attack and lightning-infused attacks in every swing. Not only will the enemy suffer huge damage per second, but this sword also electrocutes targets and makes them sitting ducks. Not to mention that the cooldown of lightning attacks have very short duration. Just look at the damage these swords output on bosses. All of the tests that you are seeing in here was made under the Resonate difficulty, and the sword had only level 1 refinement and 0 critical rate, which is insane. The Electro Mecha Sword is obviously effective on machines, but just look how humanoid targets struggle against this sword as well. Get this amazing sword in Marni's outpost in the region of Delesia. This outpost offers a lot of mech soldiers that have the Electro Mecha Sword, and even the Electro Mecha Spear as a bonus. You don't really need to beat the boss guarding the outpost, but instead disarm the regular mech soldiers and get the mech sword and spear. You can even have multiple copies if you want to for some reason. That is seriously a very strong weapon, but what if you want even more powerful mechanical upgrades? This video will guide you in everything you need to know. And with that, I am the Samurai. Thank you for watching and I will catch you on the next one.